That would shake up even the healthiest of relationships.
And with more time spent together these days, couples are finding themselves more at odds with each other. Joining us today to help keep the love alive is nationally recognized psychotherapist and relationship expert, Babita Spinelli. Thanks for joining us, Babita.
Hi, good morning. It's
Good
great to be
morning.
here.
Yeah, good to see you. So what has been the impact of this pandemic on couples that you've seen?
I'd say that it has been quite a challenge for couples. It's a bit of a pressure cooker, so to speak, because we've got a lot of layers to this. We have two people dealing with what I would call the collective trauma, all of these different stressors at the same time, and at the same time trying to manage being together consistently while they're dealing with their own individual feelings and stressors around the pandemic.
So I feel like a lot of times when there's conflict, there's often like a bigger issue kind of underneath the surface of the conflict. As a relationship expert, what do you see through that lens? What's kind of the biggest issue that couples are struggling with right now?
Great question. You know, for many of them, they're burnt out. And so they're dealing with feeling just extremely mentally and physically exhausted about worrying about their health, other individuals' health. So that burnout is infiltrating into the relationship where they then find themselves having either a bit of a short fuse or an exhaustion to even connect with their partners.
Okay. And so from your clients that you saw, I mean, how did you suggest keeping relationships healthy during this time? Because we know it will pass eventually.
Yeah.
And hopefully some of these relationships can stay intact.
Yeah, yes, it will pass eventually. And some of the tips that I've been, kind of telling my clients and even just trying to put out a lot of material out there to kind of give some hope to individuals and some information is the first one is reset your expectations. This is not normal. Things are messy. So show your relationship and yourself some grace. A second really powerful tip is it's okay to have your individual self-care plan and share that, with your partner. So I call it the individual self-care backpack. So you are kind of pulling from it and then let your partner know what you need and want, and your partner can do the same and support each other's self-care. I also strongly recommend it's okay to have a breather from each other. I think a lot of what is happening is couples are spending so much time together and they're literally just can't deal with that constant being together, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I advocate catch your breath. It's okay if each of you do different things in your home or at a different time, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually quite healthy right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it's got to be difficult to have all of these routines turned upside down and couples who are used to working apart and then being together for date night, right? We now can't do some of the date nights or trips to the movies that a lot of people, relied on to connect. So what are some other tips for couples, trying to still find that connection and that spark when all we can do is stay at home?
I love that you brought that up because for a lot of couples, they've been asking that very question. And some of the things that I've suggested is this: small gestures go a long way right now. So one of those could be you might even drop a little love note or a little text message. I love you. How are you doing? You could sort of just say, hey, meet me at the kitchen counter and let's have like our drink of choice. Be creative. So I know that a lot of times couples feel really saturated and they're hearing that a lot, but I would say not to lose sight that you can be creative. So it might just mean, that you're both sitting there and, you are talking about a book that you read or you're watching something that you wouldn't normally watch together. Maybe you're going to take a master class. I've got couples doing a bit of that, cooking together in ways that they haven't before. So those things do go a long way right now. But you can also just start small and see what that feels like and then reclaim it each week. Like, was that fun? Did we like that? Do we want to do that again? And then do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, hopefully these work for couples that, weren't having issues before. I would imagine the ones that were having issues before the pandemic, some of those might be
It's probably made it worse.
too
Yeah.
far gone. Yeah, we have seen the divorce rate skyrocket during this time.
Yes, the divorce rate has skyrocketed. And so what happens there is this. for couples that come to me that are really struggling, and they're sort of what I call in that discernment, they're now facing their issues. The pandemic has made things more clear and they're really having a hard time. We go into what's really underneath it. Like, what are you struggling with, and how do we communicate that to each other? And is this an issue that's been a while, for a really long time, that's just coming to the surface that you haven't addressed before? Or is this something coming up now because of the pandemic? So let's talk about how you can communicate it to each other and navigate that space with a professional. So I really recommend, if couples are at that point, do seek help and get someone to help you navigate how do you talk it through with each other and look at what's taking place.
Yeah, okay. But I guess the silver lining here, like you said, just some small gestures. Doesn't have to be a lot. A little bit of thought can go a long way right now. Babita, thanks so much for the tips. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Sure.
Bye.
And if you're looking for more relationship advice, we will have a link to her website and much more at KOIN.com.